Hello children, in today's video we are going to revisit some concepts which we have done in our younger classes. Sometimes revisiting these concepts give us better clarity and a better understanding because we are more knowledgeable now, isn't it? So let's suppose you go to a shop. You go to a shop and ask for a few pencils. So how do you have some money now? How do you estimate the cost which has been incurred to you? Because you want to buy 5 pencils. How many pencils you want to buy? You want to buy 5 pencils. And the cost keeper says each pencil costs 10 rupees. So how much would you pay? You would pay 10 into 5, which is 50 rupees. Now your friend Raga wants to buy 8 pencils. So the cost would be, now it's easy for you to do it, 10 into 8, 80 rupees. Now, suppose a person wants to buy X pencils. We can arrive at an expression. For any person who wants to buy any number of pencils and call that X. Now, X is a variable here because it varies according to the number of pencils the person wants to buy. So, let's call that number of pencils as X. Now, what would be the cost incurred to this particular person? 10 into X. So, X depends. The cost depends on the number of pencils he wants to buy. So, X is called the variable here. So, now we have arrived at an algebraic expression for the cost incurred if you buy X pencils, which is 10X, right? This is what we call an algebraic expression. This is an expression. You can substitute any value for X here and arrive at the cost which is incurred to the person. Now let's say that there is a scenario where there are 3 shops. You have 3 shops, 1, 2, 3. And now the cost of the pencil varies in these shops. So one shop may charge say 12 rupees, another shop may charge 15 and a same old shop 10. So now the cost of the pencil also varies. Here we have considered the cost of the pencil as constant. This is a constant and we have considered only the number of pencils to be a variable. We vary the number of pencils according to the number we want to buy. But here the cost itself seems to be varying. So still, can you have an algebraic expression for this also? Yes, of course you can have. So you can write it as A into X, where X is as usual the number of pencils, but A here, the letter A here denotes what? The cost of each pencil. There's a difference between the letter denoting a constant and the letter denoting a variable. You may wonder, this is also an alphabet, this X is also an alphabet. But there is a difference. The value of the cost, the value of the constant A remains the same in a particular situation. In our case, in shop number 1, the value of A remains the same, but it varies in shop number 2. The value of the constant does not change in a given problem. You can assume it like this. The value of a constant does not change in a given problem, but the value of the variable keeps changing, right? But here A is constant for shop 1. It's a different constant for shop 2 and it's a different constant for shop 3. So there is a difference between the constant and the variable. Let us now see another geometrical situation. We have arrived at an algebraic expression, of course, AX, and this is what an expression is. The answer might vary depending on the number of pencils you buy and the cost of each pencil. Let us assume that we have a square of 3 centimeters side. 3 not centimeters, let it be 3 units. We do not know, it can be meters, it can be kilometers. How do you arrive at the area of this square? You know that it is 3 into 3, 3 multiplied by 3. So it is 9 units. So suppose we did not know the length or the length of the side of the square. Let's assume it to be x. So now what is your area? You can have an algebraic expression. You can have an algebraic expression for the area of a square, which is x into x, that is x squared units, right? This is how we arrive at algebraic expressions. So some more examples can be a rectangle. Here you have two variables, isn't it? In a rectangle, the length can also vary, the breadth can also vary. It depends on how big the rectangle is, length and the breadth. Now what is your area? It would be L multiplied by B, right? So this is an example of algebraic expression. Now we know what are algebraic expressions, we know what are constants, we know what are variables, right? So let's ponder upon these things in our upcoming videos. Thank you.